Hey guys, it's me, James. It's a little bright out here. This video I'm going to talk about trolls, people trolling you on Facebook. As you all know, I run a very successful pet waste management business. And just last week, I rolled out sanitation deodorization onto the platform. Now, that being said, I've sold in the last 5 days close to 20 of them, and I've had about 10 looky-loos that question about it. Now, when I posted this on here, the same thing as I always got with me posting the pet waste removal. There was always trolls. Now I make a 6-digit figure and I have 9 people that work for me doing this. Okay, I'm still out in the field nearly every day. I'm very active in my company. And the things that get to me on Facebook, and I try not to let people get to it. A buddy of mine called me immediately because I got in, not really got into it, but one of the people trolled me and said, "Oh, you're a scammer. You're trying to squeeze more money out of your customers." Okay, no, I'm providing a service and a value with a system who I've looked for 3 years. I just didn't pick up on the first sanitation system that I found and just throw it out there. Now I've had it for a couple months and I've been testing it and trying it, and to see how the deodorization works, to see how the sanitation works, to see the ups and downs, to see, before I throw it out there to my customers, I want to know everything about it. And now that I've launched it, only me, the owner, is doing the sanitation part. Okay? Because the system itself is a little bit expensive. It's an investment. So these two guys got on here, and if you want to see it, go check out my Facebook page and one of my sanitation posts. Basically the one guy tried to say that, I'm scamming my customers, and, that the rain sanitizes the yard, gets rid of all the diseases that's brought through your yard between parvo and ringworm and all that stuff. The bacteria, viruses, mold, stuff like that. Completely out there. Of course, and then another person, Christy, stepped up in there because I guess it got to her, and then another person, Chris, stepped in there and wrote a big long, he's a good friend of mine, and wrote a big long thing about it. And then, the reason why this is working is because I've taken the last few months, made the investment, and tried it out in families' yards, my yard. I put myself at risk with the investment. If I didn't feel like it was worth it, I would have just put it to the side, and that would have been the end of it. I would have went to the next thing. I've been looking for something since I started because I have requests. Now, this being said, we do sanitize our equipment, but it's top performance 512 disinfectant. It's mixed a half an ounce per gallon, and we spray it on everything, wipe it all down, spray it, and let it air dry. That's after every job, including our shoes, our rake, and our bucket, every job. Okay, but people have asked about sanitation towards the yard. Well, the problem was how to mix this and to sanitize the yard without staining, without, any of the side effects, without killing the grass. And that top performance disinfectant isn't meant for lawn and turf. And it just came to me, 3 months ago or so, as I, in the association group that I'm in, they said, "Hey, we're using this and it's working good." Out in Florida, in California, Arizona, places where it's super hot and the urine smell and the poop smell bakes. And kennels are using it to clean their kennels out. It's a rinse, it's a spray and done type thing. So is it a scam? No, it's not a scam. It works. How I price it is one thing. I am adding it on to my customers that want it, so they're getting a discounted rate. And realistically, they're only really paying for my time being there. They're not paying for the product. They're paying for my time being there. But neither here or there, I'm getting off track about these trolls. Any business you start, especially a pet business and a pet waste removal business. Now understand, I'm fixing to roll over 400 weekly clients, okay? I still get people that tell me every day that this idea is stupid, it'll never take off, I'll never make any money. And the biggest one is, I need to go back to school. I'm earning a 6-digit salary on top of 9 different people working, and I need to go back to school is what they tell me. So I try not to let these people get under my skin, but the ones yesterday did. I love all my supporters, everybody who has, helped me and pushed me through the way and got me over the humps. I appreciate all of y'all. But trolls, you're going to get trolls out there on your Facebook. Another buddy of mine in his company, they trolled him one time where he almost lost it. But the comment, I'll never forget this. It says, "Oh, when I woke up," or something about how my parents will be so proud that I chose to be a pooper scooper for a living. Us pooper scoopers are making 6 digits a year plus having people work for us. Now, when I say I make 6 digits a year, I'm what I'm making. Okay, I'm a high school dropout. Went and got my GED. From the trailer parks across the tracks. It's just being, good Lord, look at all the cars coming down this street. I pull over on this dead end street, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars just came down. This is a dead end street I'm on. I'm doing a photo right now, but on one of my other side gigs. But it's all in your business savvy, getting out there and people knowing you, trusting you, and having that rapport with people that I knew after 3 years of doing this, launching the deodorization and sanitation, they trust me, because they're like, "Hey, what's the story on it?" And I tell them, "Look, we've been trying it out for a couple months, and this is what we found out." Like, I don't sugarcoat it. Like, it has a freshness smell. Well, that fresh smell, I let them know, "Hey, well, when I first got it and it was sold to me, it was going to be a fresh smell." Well, what is a fresh smell? That's big out there. So the fresh smell is like that pool chlorination sanitation smells of what it is, and I have to explain to people like that. So people that are, super sensitive to that, I may not want to do that for their yard. Like, I can, every time I do it, that burn you kind of get in your eyes from the chlorination. Well, that's kind of what I get. And I guess I'm going to get used to it. But, towards this sanitation stuff, if you're interested in knowing more about it, shoot me a message. I'll send you the link to it. For customer wise, if you're a scooper service, and you go in the APAWS group and search it. We all had a big discussion about it. I don't know how I missed it back in 19. I wish I would have found it back then, but I just now found it. But don't let people troll you is what I'm trying to say. People are going to get on your Facebook. People are going to tell you. You're going to hear 100 no's before you hear a yes. Just like when we go to events, people kind of laugh, but then they see us there at the next event. And then the next event. And they're like, "No, hold on now. What's going on here?" Because, we with the Louisville Bats, we partnered with them to do their dog days. We partnered with the Humane Society, to do a lot of their events. Animal Care Society. Like, there's big names that we've partnered with that we volunteer and help at. No Kill Shelter is a big one that we do and help them. I don't ask for anything in return other than this. I just want the logo, Derby City Poop Scoop. That's my branding. That's me. When somebody thinks of poop scooping or sanitation, deodorization of their yards, I want them to think of us and give us a call. I've partnered with a pest control company, sort of, in a way, kind of. They've had people call about parvo. Well, this sanitation kills parvo. So they get some calls for it, and they don't have a way. So, one of them I know for sure, who I used to work for, we'll be definitely telling them to call us. And then I'm going to start dropping emails to other pest control companies. So, but that being said, I'm going to get off here and get this last photo so I can go home for the day. I've only been out for 4 hours, but life of a boss. So don't let people troll you. People are going to tell you no. People are going to tell you it's stupid. Don't. No, if you're in the association group, APAWS, that's APAWS, join the association, pay your membership dues. go to the conferences every other year, which I'm going to go to next year. I didn't go to this year. Or last year's I didn't go to in Florida because we were already on vacation. So next year, every other year. So next year, I'll probably fly out to it. People are going to tell you no. People are going to tell you it's a stupid idea. There was days in the beginning when I wanted to quit, where it was like, I've only got 50 people. Like, is this really going to work out? And then now I'm at the point that I've got a full-time person that answers my social media, answers my phone calls. I got a full-time person that handles a lot of my marketing and a lot of my payroll and a lot of my more intricate, typing out stuff and putting stuff together. Like, I have ideas, but before I just kind of threw them out there. Well, now I'm paying somebody for all of my ideas so they're scrambled. She puts them all on a paper and puts all my thoughts in the way I can broadcast it so everybody understands it. Because my mind races. Just the other night I was thinking, how can I deep fry an egg in cake batter or regular batter? That's how my mind thinks. Like, just the weird things. I'm like, that'd be interesting. Like a deep fried White Castles. I want to take chunks of White Castles, put them in deep fry batter and deep fry them. I think that would be awesome. I don't know why. But I'm going to get off here. It's an 11-minute video. Don't let people troll you. And don't stoop to their level. That's what I did yesterday. Don't.